Hi guys, it's Ricky, and this is Ricky Reveals, live and in person. So, I'm going to do 3 questions, just yes or no, one per person. So, let's do this, man. Father God, Lord Yeshua, Holy Spirit, I just want to thank you for this day. Thank you for this live broadcast that you're allowing me to do. Please bring the people who need questions answered, and please allow me to give them the truth and clarity that they need, given by you through me. In Yeshua's precious holy name, I ask and pray, amen. Hey, Ella! You guys can ask one yes or no question. Am I doing the right? Okay. As soon as I get this on here, I will definitely answer that. I just wanted to make it subscribers only for the chat. So is Ella doing the right thing? Nine of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Devil. Your inner voice has already told you. Hey, Julie. Your inner voice has already told you if you're doing the right thing. And I'm going to say yes, but your inner voice is already giving you the answer that you need. Julie, you have a question? I will look up from like time to time to make sure I don't miss any questions, but I'm gonna roll the dice just so I'm not sitting here looking stupid. Oh, are my health problems going to subside soon? I'm gonna say yes without even pulling a card because when I looked down, I saw a Y and I saw an H. So, and a 1. So, I'm gonna say yes to either 1 month, 1 year. But let's see what the cards say. There's gonna be some kind of good news in either June or July, Julie. Yes. Yeah. You definitely are going to overcome those health problems. And definitely keep up the hard work that you're putting in right now. Someone's born in April 5th or 6th. June 2nd, February 6th. Hi, my name, hi love, name, yes or no? Hi love. I'm not getting it, I'm sorry. Diva, I'm not getting what you mean. Is all access denied between the person trying to come in and argue with me? I'm going to say no, honestly. The person's just being really strategic. Oh, so is the M name interested in you? Okay. Seven of Autumn. So, yes to Diva. And for Indigo, is the person... Seven of Autumn is a harvest, like, for all your hard work. And since you're wanting them to want you, then that's why I said yes. Because seven of Autumn is Seven of Pentacles, which is you getting something in return for what you've put in. Indigo, they're not blocked. They're just being strategic. Yeah. July 3rd, March 7th. Today's March 7th. If there is a blonde female watching, it's time for you to go after your dreams. Do something creative, something you've never done that you've always wanted to do, and that's to a blonde female. Could possibly be someone who's born in 1972 or someone that's 27 years old. I need help blocking him. I pray all the time. Have my boundaries up, but he possesses my friend. Well, his demons do. Then this is a lesson for you, Indigo. That's why God's keeping him at bay at this point. There's something you're meant to learn through this. Either strength, which strength did come up when I was answering your question. The strength card came out. Wisdom, discernment, or restraint. But when it's time for you to take the test and see if you've learned whatever God's trying to teach you, that's when that person will show back up. May 4th, April 5th. This is exhausting thought when I'm not feeling well. Man, I can totally relate. I'm so ready for the next chapter of my life. To fully be in full swing. But I guess that's a part of my lesson is letting go completely. And even though I feel like I have, obviously there's something I'm not letting go of. It's got to be, because I've forgiven everybody, so it's got to be some kind of. I still have an attachment to a certain outcome, and that must be what is holding me back. I just gotta keep praying and meditating that God will reveal to me what it is that I'm holding on to that He needs me to let go of, so He can work His magic. Exactly. And it's kind of funny considering I have the gift of foresight, but doesn't mean I see everything. somebody is about to get a torch passed to them, either from their ancestors or from a mentor who is stepping down, like, and they're passing the torch to you. If that resonates. I really feel like I have a gambler watching too, because I really, really wanted to roll those dice. I had this like real strong urge to roll the dice. So somebody's wanting to take a risk, and I think you should. Someone could be in tech. Someone's initials could be RK or MH or KM, RH, HR, MK, or HK. Becky. Somebody's got some really good pecs. Somebody works out a lot. Once we end up in a better position, I think it will be more sense. Yeah, I agree. I've got 222, so that's significant. Hang on, guys. Sorry about that, guys. So it's usually once we get into I love the painting of it. I do too, and I really think that's way closer to what he really looked like versus what we normally see. 1P, one player. It's funny because I have 64 here. One player game on Nintendo 64. Somebody placed a bet. Somebody bet on the wrong side. Somebody put their faith in Jezebel. Someone's name is Beverly. Or someone just needs to know all you've got to do is believe. Hey, Alyssa. What's stopping somebody is their unbelief. They Somebody's faith is their lack of faith is what's stopping them. June 5th, May 6th. Something about the World Wide Web, or somebody's caught in a web of lies that they created to get you caught up. Something's on TV, or something's going to be on TV. Pebble County. Pebble County. Somebody's considered a rebel, or somebody looks at you like you're a rebel. Herbert or Herbie. Melvin. Somebody holds the key to something, or somebody thinks you hold the key to something, or you think someone holds the key to something. Someone's name is Mickey, or they go by Mickey. Or Ricky. Somebody's picky. Someone's name is Vicky. Somebody is just starting a new relationship. You're still in that like heavy petting, like puppy love, like make out, like every time you see, like can't keep your hands off each other. Somebody's walking around with a hickey right now. Someone's name is Ray. Someone's really petty. Somebody's sending somebody the evil eye. Kevin or Kevin, or Kev or Kevin. Something's being kept secret. Not for much longer, though. Somebody is a reverend, or someone's going to find out that it was a reverend that has been behind all the attacks that they've suffered. It might not be, it might be of a cult, not a church, but this congregation considers themselves a church, but they're actually a cult. Or this reverend is, they're not praying to the same God as most people. Trek. Somebody be a Star Trek fan. Or Trekkie. Kentucky. Someone lives in Kentucky. JT. TJ. JR, or somebody's a junior. RJ. I said, I'm pretty sure I said it earlier, but if I didn't, Becky. Someone's name is Becky. Come on, guys. Don't leave me in this all alone. You gotta ask the question so I can answer them. Someone's 55 years old. Someone's favorite color is blue. Someone's a Life Path 1. Mo. Someone's name is Mo. We got 2 and 4. So Life Path 2, Life Path 4, Life Path 6, Life Path 5, 6 or 11, 64, and 3. So Life Path 1, 3, 4, 2, 5, and 6. Something about jam or jelly, or somebody's jammed up. Someone's name is Tammy. Timu is significant. Somebody thinks somebody's lame. Or the Alamo. Somebody's in Texas. Falling asleep as I listen to you. It's 2:22. Hey, 2:22. Something's happening like on cue, like almost as if you were being scripted, or your life is being scripted like a movie, and someone's coming in right on like cue. Hugh. Huey. Yeah, I actually have Huey. Huey Lewis in the news. Calm. Someone needs to stay calm. California. Someone's really tall. Someone's name is Jax. Or Jack. Joe. Hal. Joey. Someone's name is Joey. Someone lives in Connecticut. Halo. Someone is an Earth Angel. Or someone is a video gamer and likes to play Halo. Or your angels are watching out and protecting you. Alex. Someone's name is Alex. Lexi. Alabama. Someone's ex lives in Alabama. CMT, Country Music Television. Mel. Someone's name is Mel or Melissa. Leo. Someone's name could be Leon, or someone could be a Leo. Like there's a zodiac is Leo. Massachusetts. Ham. Cameron. Cleo. Miss Cleo, call me now. Or somebody has a connection to Cleopatra. Mac. Return of the Mac. You lied to me. Leto. Someone's last name could be Leto, or Jared Leto is significant, or someone's name is Jared. Lexington, Kentucky. Somebody hacked into somebody's phone or their computer. Somebody's hexing somebody, or they're trying to. Theo, someone's name is Theo. July is significant, so somebody could be a Leo. A July Leo. Someone's definitely toxic. Lily, someone's name is Lily. Something's really cliche. Someone could have a machete, or somebody enjoys doing paper mache. Someone's born in the year of the ox. Someone thinks someone's a cutie. The hem of his garment. Someone thinks that if they're attached to you, or if they could just reach out and touch you, that they will either get healed from something, or they'll be able to get out of something. How's it going? Is that Renee Andrews? Someone really likes chemistry, or you really have like a strong chemistry with someone, or someone could be in chemo. I'm really sorry if that resonates with somebody, but I do have chemo spelled all the way out. Somebody's really charming. Somebody really likes Chex Mix or Chex cereal. The Greek letter tau is significant for some reason. Amoxicillin. Someone could need amoxicillin. Oh, that's good. Oh, Oh, you're an ox. Okay, I don't know why it looked like it said I'm okay. Well, that's good, Alyssa. I'm glad you're okay. You're an ox. Are you a 1985, 73, or 97? Or I guess you could be 2009 as well. Because 2009 and damn near make somebody an adult at this point, right? Yeah, damn near. LAX is significant. Somebody lacks something, and someone else has a lot of malice in their heart. We don't need another hero. We don't need to on the way home. All we want is life beyond the Thunderdome. Somebody lacks tact. I mean, they're honest and they tell the truth, and but they don't. They just don't have a very tactful way of doing it. So they make a lot of enemies because they're straight. They're brutally honest. They they think if that's they think if they're attached they will get out of car. They definitely do. Somebody does anyways. Lilac, something about lilac. The ACT also. So somebody could be in high school or they have a kid that's in high school about to take the ACT. Cal. So could be someone's watching their calories. Someone's name is Calvin, or somebody's in California. Jot. John. Johnny. Joy. Someone's got the joy of the Lord in their heart. Someone treated somebody like a toy, or that's what they do, or somebody would rather have a toy than have a partner or a relationship. What do you mean, Trine? Oh, someone's name is Tom. Something's Jumbo. Someone's name is Al. Yum. Yummy. Something's being illuminated. Jolt. Somebody could have been jolted or uh, electrocuted. Tums. Somebody has a lot of heartburn. Mota, someone's Spanish and they smoke marijuana. So when somebody speaks, when they ask somebody if they want to smoke, they instead of saying marijuana, they say mota. They need the protection. That's another thing. That's true too. Helen, someone's name is Helen, or Mount St. Helens is significant, and I hope to God it's not about to blow again. Ohio, somebody lives in Ohio. Home, someone wants to go home, or someone considers somebody home. Emu, someone's emu. Someone, someone's in love with their homie. Comedy, someone's funny. Comet, something about a comet. I think I just saw Haley's comet. I do have Hal. I don't have Haley all the way spelled out, but I got Hallie. Hallie's comet. That's what I want to know. Crazy, but because you're not. Oh. I just saw Haley's comet. Rallies. Someone works at Rallies, or somebody really likes Rallies hamburgers. Callie. REM. Someone wants someone to hurry. Someone's name is Allie, or somebody needs to stay out of alleys. The Metro is significant. Herman. Someone's name is Herman. Somebody lives in a rural area, and somebody lives in a metropolitan area. Or someone's name is Raul. Someone needs to haul ass, or someone's using a U-Haul to move from one place to another. Someone's cray, cray cray. Lacria. Someone's name is Jay. Someone is born in May, or someone's name is May. Someone's name is Max. Et tu Brute. Someone's best friend or family member betrayed them, and when they find out, they're going to be like, you too? You were part of this too? So I'm sorry he was bad to you, says Alyssa. And T. Renee Andrews says, me too, but every single one of us has a choice to do what we do. Amen. We got to start holding ourselves accountable and realizing that a lot of the things we go through is because of our own choices. Even though some things are just thrown at us and smack us in the face, but a lot of the things that we experience are because of the choices that we made. Somebody could be in a coma. Julie. Somebody was really cruel for no reason, but something was really, really cruel. The metaverse is significant. Reno or retro. Something is retro. Somebody either likes retro furniture or they dress retro. They have a lot of retro clothing. Chumley. Pawn Stars can be significant. Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, A? Somebody could be from Canada. I've been like you too. It's crazy how many people were involved with trying to destroy me. Yeah, yeah. Trust me, I all, can relate all too well. But it's crazier of the one who was the ringleader. I still haven't been like completely like 100% given confirmation, but it's either my mom or my ex, and I know the two of them work together. I just don't know which one of them decided to they which one of them decided they wanted my head on a silver platter. If it was my mom first or my ex, but they got a shitload of people involved. People always trying to destroy others. I never understand why. Just move on. And that's the thing is even when you get the why, that even that's gonna be like, what the fuck? That's why you did it? Or when you find out who did it, you're gonna be like, what the fuck did I ever do to you? And then sometimes it's just you didn't do anything. They just that person wants to be you. So they had to take you out to try and take your place. Someone's born in 97 or someone graduated high school in 1997. AJ. Hummus. Somebody likes hummus or somebody makes hummus. I've had similar issues where people try to destroy me in many ways too. It's terrible. It is. Someone's name is Jared, or somebody went to jail. Hey, let's pull some cards since nobody wants to ask a question. Canada. Let's see. What is the main issue that one or more of my viewers are dealing with? Well, of course, it's always relationships. But I'm not going to go with that one because the red ribbon was in that one. Faithfulness. So, and this actually could tie into me too, but someone struggling with faithfulness. Your loving kindness, O Lord, extends to the heavens. Your faithfulness reaches to the skies. Psalms 36:5. So someone could be 36 years old, 35 years old, 56 years old, or 53 years old. March 6th and March 5th. May 6th, May 3rd. June 3rd, June 5th. June 8th. Then we got May 9th. And March 11th. The Lord is faithful, who will establish you and guard you from the evil one. 2 Thessalonians 3:3. So March 3rd and life past 6. Lord, you are my God. I will exalt you and praise your name. For in perfect faithfulness you have done wonderful things planned a long time ago. Isaiah 25:1. So January 25th. Someone's name is Isaiah. Someone's life path 7. Someone's life path 1. The word of the Lord is upright, and all his works is done in faithfulness. Psalms 33:4. Life path 6 again. Life path 4. Life path 1. Someone could also be a life path 33. April 6th, April 3rd, March 3rd, March 4th, March 7th. That's the third time. Oh, I'm confident. I know it's twice. I'm not for sure. I don't really want to sit here and 100% say it's the third time that March 7th came up, but March 7th, which is today, is definitely significant for someone. Oh, for someone I know, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, March 7th. I would say your name, but I don't want anyone figuring out who you are because, well, people like to destroy shit. Yes, it is. What is it though? Oh, yes, you're right about that. Definitely need to move on. I would be homeless, but it's for the best. OMG homeless, no. Yes, it is what it is though. It definitely is what it is. um, that's one of the things I had to deal with. I've see 3 times now I've been homeless just because somebody was paid or promised something if they kicked me out or um, made me made me have to struggle. So, and even when I bought my own freaking house trailer, a group of them got together and stole that bitch. But to whoever is the ringleader, I'm still happy, I'm still healthy, and you can go to hell. People are just straight up demented and twisted. And some people quite literally do worship Satan. So you just got to know who you're dealing with and who to stay away from. What do we need to know right now, Holy Spirit? Someone else. Someone's in the middle trying to sabotage this. Do you guys need help? I'll be right back, guys. Crazy, insane that they do. I know, it's crazy. I'll be right back. Ugh. Crap. Come on now. Well, that was quicker than I thought. I agree. It's sad to say, but I don't trust it all. See, that's the problem. That's one of the things that I think the enemy's really one of his goals or his agenda is to get people not to trust, because true love, you can't have true love without trust. So if you don't trust somebody, you don't truly love them. And then to take away love is the ultimate goal of the enemy. Because as cliche or as crazy as it sounds, love is all you need. Communication. Either someone's trying to stop you from getting communication from someone, talk them out of communicating, like reaching out to you, or someone's going to reach out to you to tell you some BS about somebody you care about, trying to like make you not want to be associated with them. So he's definitely trying to create challenges for a reconciliation or for a conversation to take place, because they're a gold digger, and apparently this person thinks that if you and whoever get back into communication, that they will be cut off and they will lose their meal ticket. I don't know why this person thinks this, but that's the fear that they have, and that's why they don't want the two of you guys in communication. Or maybe it's because the two of you will realize that this person did a lot of sinister shit, and they're the cause of a lot of the bullshit you had to go through. And then I guess that's probably why they're like, if this person knew that I did this, they'd never talk to me again. Well, then why'd you fucking do it? Something is ending, so something else can begin, and it's got to do with a water sign. There's a water sign in the mix somewhere. Either you're a water sign, the person that wants to communicate with you is a water sign, or the person that's trying to keep the two of you apart is a water sign. Take it how it resonates. Yes, but what is the reason exactly? T. Renee, I don't know what you're wanting. What you mean by what is the reason exactly? What's the reason for what? Someone's born in 1977. Someone did a love spell and it backfired for them doing the blocking. Oh, like because if the two of you reunite, depending on your situation, either A, there'll be a baby born that the dark side doesn't want born. B, you guys will create a product or a service or um, something that will change the world. Or C, this person just will not be able to manipulate and use one or both of you anymore. You got to take how it resonates in your story. Like someone's born in 78 and someone's born in 87. Somebody definitely has a gambling problem or an addiction problem. And that might be another reason why they're afraid to be let go by this person or by you. I guess it could technically be on your side of things. Someone's name is Darnell. London. Someone could live in England or someone's name could be London. We got Leo again. And that came out earlier. Leo. St. Louis. Someone could live in Maine. Monday. Somebody definitely has addiction problems. Somebody could live in, oh wow. So someone's addicted to strippers and cocaine, and someone's name is Jarvis. So someone named Jarvis could be addicted to strippers and cocaine. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. I promise you, I'm not addicted to strippers, but I did used to have a problem with cocaine. Ricky, Scorpio, and I'm sorry. South Dakota. Strippers never were my thing. I don't know. I never saw the point. That ass is fat. So somebody likes fat asses. Someone named Joan could have a fat ass, or someone named Joan could like fat asses. And something's happening this month. Or somebody's born this month. Or it's a Pisces that is in the middle trying to sabotage two people getting back together. Or the Pisces is the person that is being kept away from you by possibly by a Leo. Just take it however it resonates. Okay, I got you. I'm born in 78. I will be okay in the coming weeks. Me neither. Everything is going to be coming together. A lot of people, this is the 9 year. This is the year of resolution, restitution, absolution. This is the year when things end and things begin again. But for most of us, I think, at least on my channel, this is the year when you get clarity, you get confirmation, you get justice. It just depends on where you're at in your journey and how far you've come in the healing process, and just exactly, what God's will for your life is. But if you've been following my channel for quite some time and you can relate to a lot of the things I talk about, then more than likely this is your year. I don't want any of these decks, actually. I'll be right back. T Renee, pink or blue? I just hope that I you say that at the end of this year too. Are you a Virgo or Libra, T Renee? No, you're Leo. That's right. You're the one that said you were Leo, right? Pink. Okay. Are you divorced, or were you just in a long term relationship that you were never married? Yes. Uh-huh. Your ex had a problem with giving your guys' money away to other people that they were probably giving something else to as well. And you finally got to the point where you couldn't pretend to widow and yes, just got up. Well, I'm glad you finally got to the point where you decided you just couldn't pretend to be blind to what was going on anymore because you didn't deserve that. Yeah, boy, do I know all too well how that can happen. Promise me heaven and put me through hell. But what do we always say? Rejection is God's protection. The person you were dealing with, they were never going to be happy. They're just that kind of person that's never happy. It doesn't matter. They could have it all, and they still would complain if they got hung with a new rope. That's the kind of person that your ex is. And I feel like they knew it, like that you were the best thing that they could have possibly asked for, and they just were discontent and miserable. They really wish they hadn't. Your ex feels completely defeated and wishing that they would have treated you better, or wish they would have come up with a better strategy before they fucking decided to do what they did. Two of Cups. All right, so there's a good chance this person's gonna come back in and they're gonna be like, "I broke my own heart when I left you," and you're gonna want to smack them because not only is it gonna be so fake that you're gonna see right. Like, I mean, just you're gonna hear right through it. Not even see right through it. You're gonna hear right through it. They're gonna tell you they're lying through the tone of their voice, or that they're just fucking rambling off whatever they think you want to hear to take them back. Because even though they know that they were wrong, they know that you deserved better, they don't want to do the work. They don't want to change. So they're still the same shithead that they were the last time you saw them. I mean, this person definitely was a soulmate of yours, and they taught you a really rough lesson, but it's a lesson that you needed. It's kind of like when we're kids, you know what I mean? Like our parents tell us what's best for us, you know what I mean? Like they try to like guide us in the right direction and help us to not be. They do their best to keep us from being hurt as much as possible, but yet we never believe them until we have to get smacked in the face or uh, run our heads into a brick wall, and then we're like, man, I wish I'd listened to mom and dad. It's the same thing in this situation. He should have listened to his own. Yeah, he should have. And trust and believe that's the lesson that he will forever. He will never forget you, and because that is exactly what you were meant to teach him. He was definitely very naive in all the wrong ways. I mean, he was daring and adventurous in all the wrong ways and very naive. Did you meet him in 2013, or is he born on the 13th of the month? Or is he born in April? Yes, wow. May. Fucking Taurus. Or, unless he's a Gemini, but I have a Taurus X myself. And they don't know how to listen. They really are stubborn and pig-headed. Speaking of Taurus. You're about to have an investment of yours pay off, and somehow, some way, this your Taurus is going to find out about it, and that's I think what they're going to try and come crawling back. But you've got some kind of financial reward coming in for you, whether it be a job promotion, a raise, a lottery win, I mean, whatever. You've got something coming in that's going to be pretty substantial. Gemini. My husband was a Taurus. I mean, Tauruses, I mean, they can be loyal. They're very, when they're vibrating at a very high level or they're in the positive, they're really good, hearted, loving, stable people who care about material. Well, the second house is all about material wealth, but so they care about their money, like, and their finances, not as much as Capricorns, but they do care. But when they're in a lower vibration or a negative vibration, they're downright I mean, I want to say stupid, but they can be great. They really can. But they can also be, I mean, stubborn to a fault. Once they've got something in their mind, you're not going to change it. And even if they do, the inside can admit to themselves that they were wrong, it'll be like hell and high water to get them to tell you that. Gemini. June 13th is significant for someone. July past 6 as well. Someone had a choice between two lovers and they chose the wrong one. And now their life is erupting like a volcano. I just heard Eddie and Ava, like Ava Perón. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you all through my wild days, my mad existence. I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. Someone's going to try and convince you that they did keep their promise to you, even though you know they didn't. Yes, it is. And it's sad, but should have listened to himself. He really should have. My Taurus, same thing. Or it could be a Leo that should listen to himself. It's one or the other. Now their whole world's falling apart because now they want to get shitty with the people who they listen to instead of themselves and blame. Somebody's really not good at taking accountability, and now that they know the truth and now that they know that they fucked up, they still don't want to blame themselves for any part of it. They want to point the finger at the other people and say, well, if you hadn't said this, or if you hadn't done this, or, well, if you hadn't listened to somebody else, like, well, that part. And that's Leo and Gemini. Or there could be a Leo and a Gemini that's in conflict right now. Oh, wait, that's your story. Okay, now that he said, is he still trying to get my energy? Is the Gemini still trying to get into? I mean, I'm gonna say yes. I mean, but I'm trying to word it as a yes or no question now. That's exactly what I thought. He definitely is. If you guys ever made any personal videos, or if you ever sent him naked photos, he's still using them. He still has them and he's still using them. March 8th, August 3rd. And even if you don't have any nude photos or videos of you and him in the bed, he's using just regular photos of you. If you didn't cause it, then we would be... Yeah. You created a conflict where there had to be none. There was no point in the conflict that was created. And because you selfishly or blindly chose to believe someone else and jump on the bandwagon, you put the person you love through a shitload of hell that they didn't deserve to go through. Possibly homelessness, possibly losing jobs, losing friends, losing credibility. Like, if you had your own business, like losing clientele. Like, they try to take everything away from you, all for like no reason. That's what, for me, in my case, anyways, that's what gets to me the most, is the fact that there was no reason for it. You did this based upon nothing, because you were bored, because you were believing a pretty girl that was a liar, like because you were promised money that you never got. Like, whatever way that this person justified what they did, it still is not justifiable. And it doesn't change the fact that I, or you, or whoever, went through all that shit. You can't take that back. And at the end of the day, it all happened for no reason. Because if somebody would have just come talk to you, then they would have known, or at least you would have known, like, that they were just not for you. There's been so much magic done that is crazy. Now I think he's up to some kind of moon magic or moon magic ritual or whatever. See, now, even though that is very much true, there are some people who, and I know in my story for sure, there's two that worship Satan that were a part of going against me. So yes, there was some blood magic done, or what, like actual satanic ritual magic work done. But all these tarot readers and tarot readings on YouTube, I think there's a lot more emphasis put on the witchcraft, black magic, than what a lot of people actually went through. I mean, I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I feel like a lot of like the witchcraft or the moon mat, like a lot of it, it's just our words, our power. We have the power of life and death in our tongue. We could just speak negativity on someone and speak curses onto them. Like, any one of us can do it. Just like simply saying, I wish that bitch would die. Like, you are speaking death onto somebody. Like, that's why we're supposed to be careful and watch our tongue, guard our tongue, because we can literally speak things into existence. And people, all of us take that for granted. And so even just literally just speaking can be doing, which I really, at the end of the day, that's what it is. I mean, it's speaking curses or spells, and you don't even know you're doing it because you're not thinking about the fact that you have that power within you. We all do. So a lot of it could just be that, not necessarily like a cult or coven of 12 witches, or, you know, whatever, sitting in a circle with a cauldron and a broomstick. Like, now, definitely voodoo is real. I mean, I don't know much about it, but I do know that one of my enemies, right before she became my enemy, or really, and that's okay. So if Alyssa, if you're still here, or whoever it was that asked about, like, why are they doing this? Literally, one of my enemies, the reason why she came after me is because I was playing Christian music where she could hear it, and she didn't want to hear it. And that's what, she flipped out, went batshit crazy, and got fired from the job we worked out together, which the job we had was not only a job, but it was also like a lifestyle. So we lived and traveled and worked together. But I was cleaning, I was doing my job, and I was listening to praise worship music, and she didn't want to hear it, and she flipped out, and so bad that our boss like told her she had to pack her stuff and go. And then But right before that happened, she just so happened to inform me that she had a voodoo doll, and that one of her friends from her hometown or whatever, like it was an older lady who was into voodoo, and she taught her a lot of things about voodoo and voodoo dolls and that and this, that, and the other. And that's like why I know that certain things that I've been through, they were because of voodoo or satanic ritual like shit. But a lot of it is just people being pissed off and running their mouth and saying shit that they shouldn't be saying. And now somebody's having nightmares because that's exactly what they did. They were running their mouth and they were spitting off lies and bullshit because they were pissed off, or maybe it was because they were hurt. Maybe some way, say, shape, or form, that this person got hurt, and if they would have come talk to you, they would have known that either A, you didn't mean to, or you didn't do whatever it was they were told that you did. And they would have known, okay, so the person I care about really didn't say or do whatever I'm thinking they said or did. So I have nothing to be hurt, not by at least this person. The person that told me they said or did something is the one that needs to like be dealt with, or the one I need to stay away from. The Queen of Wands on the fence, right underneath the King of Wands. Somebody could have been married and you didn't know it. And it could be their wife that was doing this shit to you. Or it just could have been someone who didn't like you, and so they pursued the person that you were involved with to steal them from you. And they did whatever they had to do it. Like maybe convince them to go have a threesome with them and their sister, which is what happened to me. And then, my person lied about it and thought that I was going to believe the lie. And even after I knew exactly what went down, and the person I was dating would never ever tell the truth. So I went to the bitch who I knew, and she was like, I'm sorry. He told me he was done with you. He told me he didn't want to be with you no more. I'm like, bitch, I don't care what he told you. The fact is that me and him share a fucking room. Me and him are always together. Me and him, like, you knew we were together. Well, no matter what he told you, you knew what you were doing was fucking shitty. And I'm not mad at you. I don't, there's no more, me and you being friends. Like, we obviously have to be coworkers and get along. Like, but I don't have any ill will towards you because you told me the truth. Like, now, if you would have continued to lie to me, I probably would have smacked the fuck out of you and smiled at my mugshot. But the fact that you told me the truth, I ain't got no problems with you. But you're a snake, so I don't want shit to do with you outside of work. And I went back to him and gave him one more chance to tell the truth, and he still wouldn't. So I told him to pack his shit, and that got me 12 hours of being raped and tortured, and possibly I'm pretty sure I wasn't supposed to leave that house. So there really is no rhyme or reason why these people do what they do, other than the fact that they don't like being called out for what the wrongdoings that they do. They don't like being called out or being chastised or having to pay the price for their shitty fucking thoughts or words or actions. And so when someone holds them accountable and makes them have to either pay the price for what they did, or people know, you tell people what they did and they have to like be seen for who they truly are, they can't handle it. So again, instead of them taking accountability for being a shithead, they turn it around and make you the bad guy. And then you got to pay for their fucking evil shit, their bad choices. Because somebody would rather manipulate than manifest. And that's Gemini 2 again, by the way. But you, Queen of Pentacles Capricorn and Sagittarius is what the signs that go with it, but it's a very hardworking, loving, loyal, feminine who is good with money, has a strong foundation, a firm foundation, and she will go hard for the ones that she cares about. And sometimes when you are that loyal and loving, and yes, you can, Alyssa, um, and you try to see the best in people, sometimes you go hard for the wrong ones. And when that happens, sadly, even though you did nothing but love somebody, you got to pay the price of letting the wrong person into your life. Whenever you're ready, Alyssa, I'm here. Yes, whatever the question is, yes. The answer is yes. They were a dirty little promiscuous fuckboy or fuck girl. Lessons have to be learned, they do. And sometimes, when you're hard-headed, because I'm a Capricorn, not a Taurus, but sometimes Capricorns can be just as hard-headed as Tauruses. And there's definitely certain things that me personally, I'm hard-headed about, and sometimes my head has to get knocked against the wall a couple times before I realize, okay, well, this isn't gonna work, or I was wrong about this person, or I was wrong about this idea, and let me switch it around and go a different direction. I do not have give up in me. Eddie, didn't you hear me say Eddie earlier? That's crazy. When I was doing the dice, I said Ed or Eddie, and he's a fuckboy, and he's going through a tower because of it too. Definitely going through a life-changing situation, probably as we speak. I'm the same way, but sometimes you can't love people for the potential. You got to love them for who they show you they are. Taurus, Aries. And sometimes they could be your perfect match. They just have to learn a lesson and do some growing up before you guys can actually be joined together. And other times they're just good in bed. Because Scorpio. Somebody definitely lives in a fantasy world. And they believe their own lies. Like, I'll never forget, like, when I walked in on my, speaking of which, but when I walked in on my sister telling someone who wasn't around when she stole my house trailer, her and my mom stole my house trailer, and the other things that they did, and I walked in and overheard her telling this person that she didn't steal my house trailer, I sold it. And I almost flipped the fuck out. I took everything I had not to grab her up by her fucking neck after all the pain and suffering she put me through. To sit there and hear her say that, and not only hear her tell somebody who I know believed it because she believed it, even though she knows damn well she stole that from me. Her and whoever else, whoever's truck it was that they hooked up to it and pulled it off my mom's fucking property. They all know they stole it from me. But that, right then and there, I knew that I was right about the fact that they sent my Taurus X in to make me think that he wanted to reconcile just to steal the title to my house trailer, and that either her, my mom, or him signed it over, forged it, and up until that point, I had maybe a little bit of faith that no, the Taurus is innocent. Like, he's just as much of a victim as I am. No, that motherfucker has addiction to cocaine and strippers, and somebody offered him enough money to where he came in and did that shit. And now, not only him, but they're all going to pay the price. Because whoever the cop was that they had on their side has been either busted for what was done to me, or they've been busted for something that they were a part of with someone else. I'm just not figuring all that out. Still, no one has been honest enough with me. Probably never will. I think you got to come to a place where you have to come to a place of acceptance of you're never going to get any of them to tell you the truth. And once you're okay with that and it's well with your soul, that's when you're going to get, God will give you the absolution. It just, until you can be at peace with not ever getting the absolution, and then you could be able to forgive and love these people as if you had gotten the absolution. That's when God will start to move and work. We You got to remember, God came down off of his throne. He incarnated as one of us. He became one of us, and he lived his whole life. Yeshua lived his whole life without sinning at all. Now, he was tempted by everything. Like, he knew temptation, and he was tempted by every sin. So he knows how hard it is for us. That's why he extends so much grace, mercy, and love, because of the fact that he knows how bad it is to say, how hard it is to say no to the temptation that we face, and he also knows that we're incapable of it. Um, so, but for him to come down off of the Creator, only sovereign being in the entire universe, the the source of all creation, all life, had enough love, grace, mercy, and compassion to turn himself into one of us, and then teach us the proper way to live, and then not only live, he also died for us. And if he could do all that, you damn well better believe that he does not play with unforgiveness. Unforgiveness is probably one of the biggest reasons why the people that go to hell will go to hell, because they've harbored unforgiveness and bitterness and resentment towards anyone. I mean, it doesn't matter who it is, but the people that cannot let go of things and forgive are the ones that have got those are the ones that have the most to be afraid of, because unforgiveness, I'm telling you, God does not play with that, because he went through the ultimate sacrifice. He did something he didn't have to do, and he did it. And if we can't do that for each other, then God's not going to play with us when it comes down to Judgment Day. And love as well. He wants us to be the best of us. Yeah. And like I was saying earlier, you don't have true love if you don't trust. And that's one of the reasons why the enemy attacks trust so much. Because he knows if you don't truly trust anyone or anything, then you don't really have true agape love in you. Because in order to fully have true agape love, you have to trust. There's two people that are trying to stay hidden. I can't make it up. Oh, two people that were a part of the bullshit, the tomfoolery, the shenanigans, the theft, and the lies are trying to stay hidden. And one of them knows all too well, because it's one of their favorite sayings, all that's done in the dark always comes to light. And now they're trying to stay hidden and stay in the dark when they know damn well it's one of God's promises that anything done in the shadows will be, the light will be shed on it. Everything will be exposed. And so for this person to even try is just a waste of energy, and they know it. It's what kills me about these people. They know when they do it, they're not going to get away with it, but and then when they do it, they don't really care. It's not until it comes time to pay the piper that they care, and they don't want to like face their judgment. Can't make it up. July 20th can be significant, or July of 2020, or July of 2016. Or July 16th, 2020. That's only, put your faith in God, because if you put your faith in man, you're going to get let down every time. You're going to get hung every time. Feelings stuck in your head and stuck in some kind of bullshit perpetual cycle that you don't want to be in, where you get like right up to the gate every single time when it's time to get your blessing, when it's time for God to give you a blessing, you get right there and you just don't walk through because you put your faith in man. So instead of getting the blessing that you worked so hard for, that you almost had to pay it almost cost you your life, instead of getting the blessing, you get the burdens. And this person or these people were trying to do that to you all over again. There's somebody who really does not want you to have anything. And I don't think this person has any reason to hate you. They just do. They could be a Virgo, or they could just be somebody who is codependent and you're completely self-sufficient and independent and they can't stand it. Past, present, and future. Card 4. 420 can be significant for April 20th, April 12th, or April 16th. Or it is time to go back to the years of 2012, 2016, and 2020 and reflect on who and what was significant, because there's something from one of those years, or maybe all of those years, or maybe those were the other years that you could have gotten a certain blessing, and those were the years that you got up to the gate and then somebody kicked you down or like cut in front of you, and they took the blessing and you took the burden. It's something about that. But you need to reflect and try and compare what is going on right now that resembles or is similar to something that went on in one of these 3 years. Or there's a certain person who was always around. You just got to reflect, and whatever you still have going on in your life right now, whether it's a habit, a person, a place, a thing, whatever it is that is going on that is the same, that was actively in your life in those 3 years, that is what's going to have to go before you can have the future, or before God will give you the blessing that's going to unlock the future that you've always dreamed of having. There is still a lesson that hasn't been learned. You're just not seeing it because you can't put your finger on what it is. Because they want to just destiny swap. That's why, and we'll have to pay back. The thing is, they don't really want a destiny swap. They just don't want you to have it. They couldn't handle it, and they know it. but also they're pissed off because of why you and not them. But at the end of the day, they already know why you and not them, because they couldn't handle it on their best day. They just don't want you to have it. But sorry, not sorry. I was built for this. And you were part of that spiritual warfare, spiritual boot camp. So you helped build me. What you thought was going to break me, what you intended to break me, actually built me. So in that regard, thank you to all my enemies. There definitely could be a masculine energy that has been the one that's been holding you back and kicking you out of the way when you get up to the gate, and taking your blessing while they give you their burden. Or I'm talking to a masculine energy. But regardless, whether you're the masculine energy or you're dealing with one, they're pissed off. Somebody's very angry. They're furious because you figured it out. And now, the rest of your life is going to be filled with unlimited possibilities, because you know what has held you back and you know what has to go. And like I said, either you're a masculine energy figuring it out, or you know that it was a masculine energy that was doing this to you, and you've cut them off, or they've been cut off from your energy, and you know to let it go and not to reattach an energetic cord when this person comes back and tries to make you believe that they actually love you. Yes, my fan club is what I can call. Definitely. Yeah, somebody get grounded, because somebody is going to come back, because just the mere thought of you actually walking through the gate this time is enough. They do not want you to have this ascension. I can't make it up. And the fact that they know that you're going to get it, and even though they know there's nothing they can do to stop it this time, they're still going to try, just because they have nothing to lose. Someone can be 43, 36, 24, 28, 16, 4, and 19. Definitely could be a biracial relationship for someone. Or there was a major difference between the two of you. Either your different races or ethnicities, different spiritual beliefs or religions, or different social classes. It was one of those three things that divided the two of you. Honoring your energy. It's time to honor yours and stop taking on other people's. My phone just went down to 5%, guys. As much as I love you, I'm going to have to cut this off, because I don't want it to cut off on its own. So I will be back later. You guys are awesome. I love you. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.